way that you can practice using some of the tools and again get a better understanding of what the kids will be doing in Minecraft Education Edition. From my landing page, I'm going to tap on play, and I'm going to go into view my worlds because I already have a blocks of grass world just sitting there waiting for me. So I'll tap on that, and I'm going to open blocks of grass. You can see from here I can play, I can host, which we'll talk about in another training, and I can adjust the settings inside that world. Again, talk about that in another setting. So tapping on play, it's going to load up just like it did the very first time you opened it. A few little comments here and there on the chalkboard as it boots up. You'll have the clues on the reminder clues on the left. I'm going to go ahead and get my fingers on A and W and D. I'm going to put my hand on my mouse and get ready to put something in my inventory. You'll see I'm pronouncing that a little weird, but the word I'm saying is inventory. I'm going to pronounce it from now on Eeeenventory. And the reason is the inventory is accessible by tapping on the letter E. But first I want to make sure I remember how to move forward and back and sideways and fly. So moving forward with the W, backwards with the S, to the right, to the left. This is my hand. My view changes when I'm wiggling my mouse. And I'm going to remember that my right click is going to be more important than my left click from now on. So to put something in my inventory, I am literally going to place items inside those little squares at the bottom of my screen. And to do that, you heard me say before, tap on E for inventory. This is the full inventory. This word all tells you that. And sometimes things in the inventory are normal things like you would expect to have, like wood or plants. And some things are really unique, and their qualities are unique in Minecraft Education Edition. Just warning you, we're going to be addressing things that are things you'll fall upon in life and things you won't. So I'm going to type in the word wool. Wool, which comes from sheep, but the wool here is special. So I'm going to go ahead and choose wool to build with, just to build a straight up wall. I want red wool, and if I click it, I'm going to click with my left click button. I can drag it here, but I still have to click it one more time to place it. I can also choose orange. I can just click it and then let go and then click it down here at the bottom. I'm also going to remove the word wool, and I'm going to put something called grass in here. And of course, grass looks different ways. And as you float over them, you can see how the names change. What I want is a block of grass, or grass block. So again, I'm left clicking to pick it up. I'm left clicking to drop it in there. And that's really all I want for right now. So I'm going to go ahead and click the X in the upper right. Now, if you look at those 9 squares at the bottom of my screen, 1, 2, 3, are filled with supplies. You saw that there was a little 64 next to each one of those, but because we're in a peaceful world, it doesn't really have just 64 red blocks of wool there. It has as many as you need. We can address when you have limited supplies in a different kind of world at another time. Now, the reason I don't see my hand anymore is because I have whatever is in my hand indicated in those 9 squares. So the first one, number 1, is the red wool, and it is in my hand. And you can see where my hand used to be. You can now see there is a red block of wool. If I really want to start my building, though, with orange, I'm going to tap on the number 2 to change what's in my hand. Or, here's what's fun, if I accidentally destroy something like that, shoot, I'm going to put some grass in my hand, a block of grass. I'm going to make sure I can still see the little outlines, and I'm going to tap the right click button to place the grass in there. So I'm going to go back to number 2. I'm going to build a little wall, and to place this orange wool block, you can see the clues on the right side. It highlights the right button for placing, and I've got the orange in my hand. If I click my right button, it places an orange block of wool in that spot. Again, I move to the right with my mouse, and I can see another black outline, so it places it right next to it. And again, move to the right. either with your mouse or your keyboard. Make sure you can still see the black outlines and place another one. Now if I move back, and I can do that here, you can see I cannot place, I'm clicking, but I cannot place that wool because I'm too far away. So as I get closer, I can see those black outlines where I want to place that block. Again, just practicing this is great. If I want my next row to be red, I'm going to get closer to it. So I'm going to go W, and I've got those black outlines, and because my view, my plus sign is on top of the orange block, whatever I place is going to be placed on top. I'm going to go ahead and change it to red by tapping on the 1 for the first position in my 9 little squares, and then right click. Again, same thing, right click, moving to the right, right click. But what if I do this? I forget and I left click. What have I done? Well, this is great practice. So move your view down so you can see the black outlines. Change what's in your hand to the number 2 for the other color. Right click carefully, and you just fixed the problem like we earlier fixed the problem with the grass. And now I'm going to right click. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Now I'm purposely going to destroy the orange one. I wanted that to be red. So left click to destroy, change what's in my hand to the number 1, verify, and then right click to put the right one there. Now here's where it gets a little tricky. Not terribly tricky, but a tiny bit tricky. What if, I'm going to back up here, I want my next row to be built, and I can't really reach it. If I place an orange, see, look how careful I'm being, tap the number 2, I place it here. Because my plus sign is in front of me, that's where the block's going to go. That's not where I wanted it. So now I need to get higher. And think to yourself how to make yourself go higher? Well, you got to fly. So you double tap that space bar, and then using your keyboard, you can move forward. Using your eyeballs, you look down, and now I can go ahead and place that block right here. I'm moving to the side, boom, 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 and I can't quite see it, so there we go. What's really fun about this is I can fly as high as I want, make this really small, so I'm going to fly, whoop. I'm going to come down slowly. I can place something else here, so might as well, right? Boom, boom. Oh, can't place it there. Again, so it's all kind of an exercise in adjusting and making sure things go where they're supposed to. That's about enough for right now. Play around. Don't forget to go into the Eeeenventory and add things for yourself. You want to go ahead and tap on the E, and you can type in all kinds of words. You can choose doors. Don't choose the iron door. You can choose windows, and you can end up building yourself a house. Window. Why didn't window come up? Well, welcome to Minecraft. So how about, what is a window made of? Whoops. There you go. Panes of glass and cubes of glass. Most things, even if they're just a pane, are going to use up an entire cubic unit, though. Just be aware. And enjoy shopping in your inventory, putting things in your inventory, using them, seeing what happens. Now's a really good time to also show you that if you are really frustrated with the world, just move along and find a new clean spot. This is your world that you may never see this one again. Maybe you build a whole castle over here, or you build a California mission over here and a colonial something over here. This is just your practice space. If you hate it, if you're a neatnik and you want to keep everything really nice and neat in your worlds area and you can't stand this one anymore, you feel like it's been ruined forever, maybe you flooded it, hit escape, save and exit, and then you go back into that world. I'll show you how to remove it. You don't have to. Nobody else is going to see it. But if you really want to, I understand. So go ahead and tap on it, go to settings, and at the very bottom right, you will find a delete world button, and it will delete it forever. Hope you enjoyed. Talk to you again soon.